That's crazy. I've seen pictures of this on Instagram or Facebook. All right, it's not quite 7:30 yet. I'm rolling out for a 1-hour easy recovery ride. Morning. Have a good ride. Thanks. All right. Morning, neighbor. One-hour easy spinning recovery. It's been a great start to the new year. Legs need rest, and then I got work to do. I'm gonna do one of my favorite chill routes through downtown, and I think I'm gonna go over to the bridge to Manasota Key. It's Monday morning, the first Monday of 2025. A little bit overcast. We have a low-level thunderstorm. I guess warning, advisory, something like that. Nothing really to get worried about. We might get some rain today. Probably won't. Here we are in downtown. Morning. Our two favorite coffee shops are down here: Culture Coffee and Dearborn Coffee House and Bakery. Love them both. I have a gift card for Dearborn Coffee House, burning a hole in my pocket, so maybe after the ride I'll swing by there and pick a muffin up or something. One of the main reasons for recording this vlog this morning is it's the first time I've used the ear muffs or the noise muffs. All my previous recordings, noise has been noticeable, to say the least. So I'm excited to see how today's recording sound when I get on the editing software to stitch a little video together for you. All right, we're coming up on Indian Mountain Park. Some barges out here for what they're doing. When we roll by the houses again, you can definitely see the lingering remnants of damage from Hurricanes Helene and Milton. Let's stop and snap a still photo. Perfect. All right. Pay attention to these houses as we go by. Over the weekend, since we got back from our Mount Dora New Year's trip, I recorded a video that I edited and created a video that was recorded some time ago, and finally got around to putting it together. And watching that with Joy, my brother, makes me really self-conscious. And that one included voiceovers, whereas today I am recording as I ride and plan to use most, if not all, the audio from today's ride exclusively. But when I'm doing voiceovers, and maybe even right now, I'll have to listen to it when I play it back, I sound very unnatural. Part of it is just that I probably do sound natural and I don't like how I sound. The other part is the formal, robotic way of talking that I get into when I feel like I'm presenting or have an audience, and I am very conscious and aware of that audience. It's all clear. They call that Idaho stop. So, though today is not a voiceover per se, I am conscious about trying to talk naturally, talk the way I would if you were riding alongside me right now. We're just having a conversation. I know I've got some friends watching this as well as complete strangers. Either way, constructive criticism, any criticism, welcome. I cry less when it's constructive versus destructive. Good boy. But when I start doing voiceover specifically, that's really going to be a morning challenge for me to really pay attention to what I'm saying, how I'm saying it, my tone, all that jazz. Allowing silence instead of noise to fill gaps in thought. And while I'm doing all these test videos, and all these videos are test videos, there'll be videos hopefully I go back and look at a year or two's time and kind of embarrassed over the lack of quality. But I like telling stories. I was a writer by trade, but a few years back, I was gifted a contour action cam barrel style camera, competitor to the GoPro. Like any battle standards, contour loss, but it was a great action cam with, like anything else, a few limitations. But from that experience 10, 15 years ago, I've really learned that I like, as much as capturing footage, I like editing video and honing that skill set. Just, it's cool to take raw footage and tell a visual story. And even then, I was only mediocre at best doing that. Caden has grown up. I'm in a healthy relationship now, and I just feel like I'm in a good headspace to play with this again, with no expectations other than making videos for me, because I like to make them. Coming up on 7076, I got traffic in front and behind me, so I'm gonna stop talking and focus. All right, car back, car back. It's beautiful out this morning. We are on Beach Road, passing over Lemon Bay. On to Manasota. Morning. So effing nice. Going left is south for Stump Pass State Park. I don't know how much of that's open. I imagine the state park is closed. I just don't know. I'm gonna head left / south and ride what I can ride. All right, that whole parking lot to the right is still closed and essentially under sand. Little picture. This is my first time on this part of the Manasota Key since the 2 hurricanes. I've been on the northern end, but just to the beach pavilion and beach access, which is open to the public, and you can ride on the key, which connects to this. But from the north, you can only drive or ride 3 miles to the south before you have to do a U-turn, because I think it was Milton this time, might have been Helene, washed out the road. So if I went north, I've got a few miles up to 3 that I could ride, and then I'd have to turn around. But really, since I'm doing a short ride today, pure recovery, I don't want too much time on the saddle. I just want to see how it looks down here on my warm-up loop. But yeah, the Hurricanes took out one of my favorite little training loops. It was a quick loop for me on weekdays when I'm working from home. Go out and get some miles, slow traffic, safe roads. But I'm gonna shut up now. We'll enjoy what we can enjoy. Morning. That's crazy. I've seen pictures of this on Instagram or Facebook. That whole house got blown on the road. I didn't realize it was at this section of the key. Absolutely nuts. See all the sand on the road. This is not normal. Obviously, it's not abnormal to have some sand on a key island near a beach, but they had a foot or two of sand before they really get it out. Good morning. Good morning. Heartbreaking. Good morning. That's the path to the right. Clearly it's closed off. I was about to comment before seeing continued devastation on the other side of that loop. There's plenty of drone footage and other footage that can show you what this place looked like in the hours and days after the hurricanes, specifically Milton. Milton's what did the big damage here. There was some water damage from Helene, but Milton was devastating. It was enough to cause us to actually go to a hurricane shelter. First time for me in 20 years of living here, and first time for Joy and her family, and they lived here most of their lives. Joy's lived here her whole life. I'll find those links and post them with this video. Also, if I can find anyone doing a legit GoFundMe, if I can find some resources, I'll link to that too. All right, we just came out of that loop, and I'm actually riding out the way I normally would for a training ride. So you can see this main parking lot here for Englewood Beach. And just see that they're making tons of progress, but it's also their base of operations. So a lot of equipment, tons of equipment. It's crazy. I think a lot of these, not a lot, some of these businesses have reopened. Some are nearly wiped out. See the community coming together, other businesses chipping in, having fundraisers, hiring employees that are displaced. You see this in any community. I don't care how big or how small. We all, as Americans, come together when we need to, when shit hits. All right, do a U-turn. Just kind of wanted to show a little bit of the business stretch. We're in Charlotte County right now, down here in the southern part of Manasota Key. Oh shit, I didn't even notice that mountain of sand right there. That's nuts. All right, that's a photo. I'm sure that sand's piled up from work and not from the actual storm. But still, it's just impressive to see. As I was saying, the north end of Manasota Key is in Sarasota County. And each end of the key has totally different vibes. Down here is more touristy, beach town, nightlife vibe, and up north is beach town, quiet living vibes. And they're both beautiful in their own regard. They both serve their purposes, and I love it. In the middle, we call it Middle Beach. There's a proper name for it. I can't remember what it is sitting here. I'll look it up. All right, we're at that same roundabout again. Now we're gonna leave the key. Morning. All right, we're at the end of Beach Road, coming up on 776. I have options here. I can go to the right and go over Godfrey Creek, and then take a left on Oxford and have a nice, quiet, quasi-rural ride home. Or I could turn left, deal with the busier 776, and then at the hardware store, cut to the right on Broadway or something. Ride in a nice neighborhood behind road bikes, and then head home. So today I'm going left. Something different. Alright, so I can click in. Alright, everyone being safe and play. I love it. Good morning. Back there, we turned onto South Broadway. Alright, we are on South Broadway. And we are coming up on the back side of the shopping center where Real Bikes Englewood is at. Normally I would go straight down here, turn left on the 2nd Street, head home. It's 8:30 in the morning, so the shop is closed. Good morning. Doing well yourself? Good, man. Happy New Year. Yep, thank you. Anyways, don't expect anyone to be here this early. It's not even 8:30 yet. But if they were open, I would roll down this way. Check them out. Morning. And there they are. Nice and close. If they were open, I would swing in, obviously, and say hi. I got some stuff to pick up and pay for today, so I'll do that later today. Bacon smells good. Roads are busy here, but motorists, they're mostly safe and they're mostly friendly. Most of the incidents we have are just, I think, a lack of understanding or lapse in awareness. It's loud AF right now. You can tell the holidays are over. A lot of driveways here, a lot of people commuting and picking up breakfast food and coffees, and it's easy to get lost in it all. And the cars don't really have a lot of room to move over even if they want to, and a lot of them don't want to. They either feel they don't have to or don't know that they should. But back there, I'm gonna turn right, get off this, up to the parking lot.